When we first saw Grace VanderWaal on the America's Got Talent stage back in 2016, she was a 12-year-old girl with a ukulele and a perfect dream. Simon Cowell called her the next Taylor Swift, and she sailed into stardom with an authenticity that felt rare. But as we sit here in May 2026, the narrative around Grace has shifted from a lighthearted vintage success story to one that explores the heavy, human cost of early fame. The term tragedy is often thrown around in Hollywood, but for Grace, 2025 and 2026 have been a series of profound, real-life challenges that remind us she is more than just a mass-produced pop star. 1. The heartbreak of 2025. In late 2025, Grace faced a tragedy that no amount of fame can prepare you for. Her mother, Tina, who had been her rock and constant companion since her AGT days, passed away after a brave battle with cancer. Grace shared her grief openly, admitting that she didn't know how to move forward without the woman who architected her journey. The shift, this loss fundamentally changed Grace's attractive spark. In my opinion, it turned her from the girl who didn't know her name into a woman who was forced to find it through immense pain. 2. The 2026 mental health stand. Fast forward to March 2026, and Grace made a choice that shocked the industry but was perfect for her own survival. She was scheduled to join Natalie Jane's tour, but she pulled out at the last moment. In a raw and human post, Grace explained that she has been struggling for a while and chose to prioritize her mental health over the spotlight. While some called it a tragedy for her career, others saw it as a perfect act of bravery. In 2026, the hidden truth is that we are finally starting to value the person over the performer. The child star reality. I honestly believe that Grace VanderWaal is one of the most resilient artists of our generation. In my opinion, we often treat child stars like vintage collectibles. We want them to stay 12 years old forever. But Grace's 2025 album, appropriately titled Child Star, was her way of reclaiming her narrative. What people call a tragedy is actually growth. Grace is refusing to be another mass-produced statistic. She is mourning, she is healing, and she is being honest about the clash between her public persona and her private pain. At 22, she isn't fading away. She is choosing to survive. That, to me, is the most perfect success she could ever achieve. Grace VanderWaal was just 12 when the world fell in love with her. Now that she's 22 and making these tough human choices, do you think we, as an audience, place too much pressure on child stars to remain perfect, even when their lives are falling apart?